welcome to England, or welcome back to England for those of you who've been watching the excitement happening today at the Lee Valley Whitewater Centre. It is World Championships, ICF World Championships time, also qualification time, quotas given out for the 2016 Olympic Games. This afternoon we have a real treat, if you like, fast action. We're going to have the team events. We don't often televise this, so it's a real opportunity to see the skill and the coordination and the understanding, or not, of these athletes as they go down the course together. We're going to start off with the C2, which is going to be 10 teams competing, starting with Brazil, by the way, United States, Great Britain, Poland, Russia, China, Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and France. So expecting a lot of action here this afternoon. And then we're going to go on to the K1 women's teams, so it's going to be very dynamic. The rules are fairly straightforward. It's the same point system as a traditional course. You hit a gate, 2 points, you miss a gate, 50 points. That converts directly into seconds, which are added onto your time. The problem here is we have 3 athletes, or 3 boats in some cases, trying to go down at the same time. The clock starts as soon as the first boat goes over the line and doesn't stop until the last boat goes over the line. So it's something that we really have to look at very, very closely. Owen, man, how are you?
Good, how are you, Matt?
Good. Well, here's the format. We're actually going to the individual athletes coming down, as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, starting off with Brazil, who are going to get themselves looking to get themselves going as soon as possible. We're just putting our positions correctly now. The gates this morning, they provided to be really entertaining, and we had an awful lot of surprises today. Reece, you're part of the staff now. Reece Davis, who has been on the course this morning. We shared a lot of really exciting activities, and we're back for the team events now. You are part of GB team. Let's put personal feelings aside. You didn't quite qualify for this event, although your chances of qualifying the Olympics haven't changed, which is great news for you personally. Bit of exercise going on the banks there.
Super press-ups. There we go. He's getting ready to compete. But now it's time for the C2 team runs, and this is what we want to watch. Plenty of drama is going to go down, plenty of excitement. Should be brilliant fun.
Evan, you've had a chance to watch a little bit. You've been on the water in the last couple of days, and it doesn't stop, does it? It's bang, 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 all the way down.
Yeah, you have to be on it the whole way down the course. If you're late on a stroke or just a little off rhythm, you end up taking the water in your face at every feature, which is not fast.
And team events, they've been going for a long time and proved to be very, very popular in the World Championships, and we do have a chance to see pretty much all the top athletes. Some of them missed on the semi-finals of their individual events. For example, if we look at the Hochschorners, the Skantars and Kuchera and Bacic, they didn't actually make the finals, so we didn't have a chance to see them, but they're world beaters. Also the Czechs, which is a huge disappointment for the Czechs, and there's a huge surprise this morning. We have Kolosky, Jani, Kasper Sindler, Koplik, Vrazan, all missed the cut, so it's a chance to see these top athletes. Hopefully they can keep the motivation, hopefully they can have some fun, give us plenty of action, and maybe hopefully not any injuries. Yeah,
the Czechs are they'll be looking to redeem themselves, and yeah, they're renowned for team runs. They can put down some powerful runs, and they're so coordinated together. It's so beautiful to watch them doing these runs together.
So, who's your favourites then?
French.
I'm going to go Czechs.
Exactly.
Shake things up a bit.
Well, we'll see. Great Britain, remember last year in the World Cups, they pretty much cleaned up in all the team events. So, in case of they need to put forward. Have you been speaking to your colleagues, Reece?
I haven't had the chance. They've all been in the inside circle. I've been busy in the cafe, just having a quick chill before these teams.
Busy in the cafe.
Yeah.
First to go is Brazil. From the same continent as you, Owen.
Yeah, we saw these guys up front. The first boat, they were at the Pan Am Games earlier this year.
Carrera, Oliveira. So what's the tactics here?
No, we're just waiting to see. So the Brazilians are going for letting the first boat go down front, clear them space, and the other two are going to do their own thing at the back. That way it should make their life a lot easier when it comes down to the 12, 13, 14 move.
A bit more dull for us then.
Yes, it's Actually, I'm not sure where the other boats are.
They started.
There we
after
go,
they came
just
out of
take
parade,
one.
Yeah.
So the clock does start as soon as the first boat crosses the line.
Yes, it does. I think this may be dangerous because I'm not sure the rules, but I think they have to cross within 15 seconds of the line to each other.
Yeah, that's correct. So
There's a holding pool at the bottom, isn't it? They can wait and then cross.
So that might have been a risky tactic there. I'm not sure if they left too much time.
yeah,
But
keeps the gate poles from swinging by having more spacing
Exactly.
at least too. Yeah.
and more importantly, it helps protect yourself from getting broken by a C2 behind it, because you do not want 160 kilograms of boat crashing into your body in these runs.
I think that goes without saying.
Oh yes.
So it's a very, very safe, cautious way of coming down, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess they are a little bit worried about bumping into each other. It looks like the second two C2s are having a little bit more of an issue than their leader. But well, actually, I take that. Oh no, somebody seemed to miss gate 10. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, the leading boats, Charles Carrera and his partner's name, but they are very proficient in the C2. They've been so close to so many semi-finals this year, but not quite made it. And the other two, I think they've just started. They've not quite got as much experience in the boats as their teammates, which is probably why they're holding back.
And when you have a 50-second penalty, it doesn't help, does it?
No. And also in team racing, it's if you touch a gate, if one boat touches a gate and the next boat touches that same gate, and the boat after them touches that same gate, that adds up to 6 seconds of penalties. So you can have 6 seconds of penalties on one gate.
Well, I think we've just seen a roll. There's been some action at the top of the course. They're hanging on. Are they going to make it before they break another boat?
Well, they had to give up.
Yeah, this is the chaos that team runs are famous for.
Yeah, we can see just below our commentary position here, after gate 22, the team A, Carrera and Oliveira, are waiting for their compatriots. As Reese mentioned, I believe it's a 15-second rule that you need to cross the line altogether.
Yep. Oh, picking up last boat, picking up a touch in gate 19 as well. But getting a little breather at the bottom before the finish line.
It's not been the most coordinated of runs for the Brazilians today.
C2 team runs are a completely different animal. I've of course never got to do them, but doing K1, it's much more mellow than this. It's unreal.
Yeah, you've got to be on guard. The general rule is play it safe, play it easy. No one wants to get hurt, but they are good fun. Plus empty. They look happy to have finished. That's the important thing.
One of the Brazilians not happy too.
Exactly.
Oh, we got the U.S. already up on the course at the top. Eichfeld, McEwen leading the way with Dennis and Smith. Is the second boat, or actually they were the third boat, and they've switched with the second boat of team of Long and Long, the brothers from Idaho.
Ooh, have they switched positions as well?
Yeah.
I might give them a bit of trouble. Huh? There's been some controversy in the past that could get them disqualified by this, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, I can't see. Yeah, these bibs are very strange.
Yeah, but they're 19 seconds up. That's the important thing for now.
Yeah, clean thus far down the course. It looks.
Yeah.
Looks like none of them. Oh, that's our touch on gate 8, but none of the American C2s were in the semifinal today, so they didn't have any experience on the course. So we'll see how that plays out for them.
Yeah, this is going to be definitely into the deep end if you're doing your first practice of a team run. But they're handling it. They're coming down, moving nicely.
Oh, I take it back. There wasn't a switch. The bibs were a little confusing to me. So the person in front of the first boat is A, the stern man is B, and the same it's in the first boat. And
there we go.
Second boat you have C and D, and third boat E and F.
That simplifies things.
Do you wish you were out there?
Not in C2. What about you?
Myself, not so much for the teams. But well, if it goes well, I wish I was out there. But it's so dangerous at times if it goes wrong.
Yeah, this course is a pretty hard one to have team runs on, it seems.
Oh yeah.
Both the gate configuration and the water.
Yeah, plenty of room for drama, plenty of room for action.
Do you ever practice the team events?
No, we tend to ignore them in the UK. We just focus on our individual training. We have a pretty relaxed attitude towards them. Oh, that's...
Yeah, dangerous place to stop. Dennis and Smith had some issues in that stopper earlier this week where they ended up doing a little bit of a cartwheel, practicing their freestyle.
Yeah, that stopper can throw people around. We've seen plenty of boats get mashed in there.
They're going to have some issues getting that. Oh, they got over there. Good for them.
There we go.
Well, they storm into the lead.
152.
7 touches.
How's the spirit in the US camp at the moment?
Oh, it's all good. We're just waiting for K1 and C1 in the semifinals tomorrow. Hopefully they'll advance onto the finals and qualify an Olympic spot there. Both classes qualify another Olympic spot there. So then
Do you already have with the Pan Am Games? Do you already have some spots?
Well, so from Pan Am Games we have 3 potential ones in the classes we won, which is C2, K1, and C1. And if we qualify spots in C1 and K1 here, then we can reallocate the spot to C2, which it's a really complicated. You get at the Continentals you get 2 people, not 2 boats like in the past. So it changes, but now we got the home.
There we go, GP at the top of the course.
Keeping it tight.
Yeah, that's what we want to see.
This is what we want to see.
Absolutely. Make things more interesting.
So Debbie Fawns, Richard Hounslow, Stott and Proctor, and Burgess and Pitt.
I'm sure they're going to be pressing hard down on Dave and Rich. Assume they're pretty disappointed with their finals performance today.
They're all going to want to put it out. There we go, clean run, gate 8.
Ooh, nice real tight weave there.
Oh! There we go, that was dangerous there. Adam and Greg had to hold back a bit, make sure they didn't crash into Dave and Rich.
But this is what we want to see, to be fair.
Yeah,
absolutely.
5 seconds up. This is just where they need to be. And again, we can feel the grandstands moving, the excitement from the crowd. Everyone's cheering them on. Everyone's seeing them do well. Super tight round here. What tactic are we going for?
Oh, nice. That's
dangerous.
Smooth. Dangerous, but awesome.
Yeah.
It's got to be real difficult out here today with all the upstream gates being rather low in comparison to the heats race. So these guys are being very careful around the poles.
There we go. Now you can see him just waiting to give room for Etienne and Proctor to stuff in. So tight next to each other.
Going for the spin.
Yeah, I've seen Adam and Greg giving their teammates just a little bit more room as they have to wait on the gates. We've gone for the double spin. What are they? Adam and Greg going to go for the forwards. Come on, Etienne and Proctor. Get out of the way.
A little bit
Give
of a
them
touch
space.
there. This is going to get interesting down through here.
Oh. Now we can see they were checking to make sure they had room.
Here we go.
Well, huge cheers from the crowd. This is what we wanted.
Yeah. And most importantly, we're on a clean run so far. Oh, picked up a 2-second penalty. Adam and Greg getting ready to finish. Nicely done. Here comes the sprint.
Not much waiting on this run to finish.
Well, this is the time of reference.
Boom.
That was beautiful. That's going to be a medal, I reckon.
Well done, Great Britain.
They can be happy with that. It's only 1 2-second penalty over a course. And the team, they've done incredibly well.
For Majesty's Canoe team out there.
Yep. Holding up for. So that's a bit of redemption from the finals. They can all be pleased with this.
Well, they're going to lead by a massive 30 seconds. 3 of the 10 teams gone so far, and that is a wonderful run.
Absolutely.
Poland had 3 of the teams in the final, so they all have experience of this final course.
And they do, and they also have a great tradition of team runs in Poland as well. Always do well. See them way at the top. We've got Stepanski. Well, that's the lead boat sitting in the middle of the top there. Followed
And they're
by
not
the
holding back, are
Brzezinskis.
they?
No,
And they're going for it. And the Enviakov Maciek.
Oh, touch on 3 already with the first boat, trying to cut it in tight. But still keeping. Probably a
double
second
touch on 3.
Yeah. So keep pressing on down.
They're not going for second place.
No.
So they went for the tactic of load them all in the breakout at the same time. Stacking it up is what we call it. We can help minimize the distance. But, it's getting risky. Now we're going for a bit of a weaving tactic to keep everyone moving.
How will it actually work? Will they all agree beforehand?
Yeah, they'll discuss the course and decide which moves they want to kind of like either try and thread in between each other or where it's worth waiting.
Is it hectic having 6 people walk down together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of the time, everyone just decides, right, you can all focus on your own individual plan by yourselves and just decide where you need to wait and where you need to go. And the middle boat has its hardest. That's where you got to really pay attention to everything that's going around you.
Not as tidy through that double up as the Brits, but still pressing on hard.
Yeah. Other than their gate 3, I think they're keeping it going nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, again, close contact there.
Maybe they don't pay for their boats.
No.
Well, they're still
going.
very close, less than 4 seconds in it.
Oh,
But they'll
yeah.
take
Picked
it
up
out
another
in
penalty.
another 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's for sure.
See that back crew just getting a little bit caught on the stop, but that's going to be costing them time. They want to be keeping themselves moving all the time. So after all, the back crew is the one that crosses the finish line to give them the time. Well, the Brzezinski's just getting a little bit stuck. Are they going to have to go for a spin here? No, they're still going forwards. They're risking it. They're going to have to work hard to get into this last gate.
Yeah, they got to get back
And they
around.
need to get away from their partners as well.
Yeah, they're
They're going to get overtaken. This is going to be dramatic.
Who's going to win the sprint?
Oh, I think their partners won.
Well, look at that, so close. After all that effort, only half a second in it. They'll be ruining one of those 2 second penalties.
With plus 6 seconds as well. That is impressive.
Yeah,
They
they're-
really pulled it back on the bottom
They're going to be
section.
smacking themselves for hitting gate 2. at
Oh,
the first
yeah.
boat there, yeah.
And that 22.
3, sorry.
Well, 4 teams gone, 6 to go. Rhys Davies, Aaron Mann. This is turning out to be a very interesting event, isn't it?
Absolutely. Nice seeing a huge crowd out here for team runs. Staying all day.
Yeah, teams are arguably the most interesting part of the weekend.
Oh yeah, C2 team racing is
Oh,
one of my
yeah.
favorite things to watch just because it's, as you said, hectic.
No, the C2 team podiums are definitely the most entertaining part of it.
Yeah.
Trying to watch 18 athletes coordinate each other around the top. But right now, at the top of the course, we have the Russians. Oh, wait, no, this is just a
this is
replay.
just a replay.
My bad.
But we do have the Russians at the top of the course.
Exactly, good call there. The next to go, and that's going to be Kuznetsov and Larionov, Suslov, Bratstov, Ushanov, and Ushkov.
Sounds like a hockey team.
Well, a lot of them do play hockey in their spare time. The Russians have made a lot of progress in the last year or so. Let's see how they take on the course today.
Given a little more space than the previous 2 teams so far, but
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of tactical differences between each of the teams of these events. It becomes very individual as to how comfortable you are being close to each other. Like, do you want to risk sort of coming in tight, or do you want to speed?
Here. Yeah, they're going to have to weave here. They didn't have enough space for just let the first boat just carry on. But, so now we'll get the weave at the double ups down here at 11-12, so that should be interesting.
Yeah. We'll see how if they go for the same risky approach that Great Britain did.
Oh, familiarity with the course, I'm sure makes that risky approach a little easier on the mind.
Only slightly, but they're going for it.
Well, that's perfection.
Oh, that was real nice.
Yeah. Getting in there.
But 4 seconds of penalties.
Not a great start.
No, it's going to hold them back. But as we've seen, there is time to be made at the bottom of the course.
Yeah, just keeping it tight and everyone keeping the boat running.
How do you decide who goes A, B, or C?
It's decided earlier in the week because the published order is the order you have to race in. But normally, people fit into a role as to where they're comfortable with historically. So in Great Britain, Dave and Rich have always been the lead boats, so they've always taken that job on.
But it doesn't matter where you finish, does it?
No, not at all.
Just where you
they
start.
come completely down to preference.
Yeah, for us, since we also hardly practice team race in the U.S., we end up putting the fastest boat first, and then
This is going to be very close. Sorry to break off.
It is.
the most consistent second, and then me third. But yeah, you just want to make sure the gate poles aren't swinging for the next 2 people. That's generally how you
Yeah.
achieve it.
Oh!
Oh boy, start paddling upstream.
That was
2
a dangerous place to spin.
Yeah, they got carried over a little bit there.
Yeah.
Good cheer coming over the line.
Yeah, they're going to need it.
Absolutely.
That's not the finish they wanted. That's so much potential at the start of that course.
There's nothing more demoralizing than getting through a full run, hitting the last gate, and then having to plow out of an eddy to get to the finish line.
Yeah. Now you often find in teams that you have different roles that people specialised in. So for the lead boat, again, you need to be very accurate, very quick, and most importantly, good at being clean. The middle boat needs to be just reactive. They need to be able to be coping with being low in a breakout and to be able to have the speed and power to come out quickly. And then the last boat has to be able to deal with almost not being a race pace. There's a lot of places where you got to hold back and relax and wait for it, and that can influence a lot of people depending on the way they paddle.
China, Yuan, Zhangdeng, Yu Chen.
Damn.
Oops, that's not the
Unfortunate.
dream start. It's the
Yeah.
first time we've seen this today.
Well, you
Yeah.
getting the touch out of your system early might play off in their favor. We'll see how it plays out.
Statistically, I don't know how many times, it must be more than 20 times we've seen the boats of all classes taking out gate 3.
Yeah, it's a hard jump in there because you're coming pretty straight, so you got to make sure to push the bow just behind the pole, but sometimes people are getting a little greedy.
And combined with the low pole makes it extra dangerous. But these guys got gate 3 clean to make up for the gate 1 touch.
It's seldom seen, gate 1 touch.
But I've just got a little bit caught up on the stopper there coming out to gate 8. These Chinese boys.
Waiting up for the third boat, trying to keep the weave tight. I don't know if these guys are going to end up having to wait up as they come out of it.
Yeah, they're going to have a quick look upstream just to make sure they're fine. And there they go, they're off again. Quickly getting out of the way before the third boat comes down.
Absolutely. Waiting again, not keeping it as tidy as the Brits as we saw there, but still keeping the speed moving.
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit of a little more separation I think they would want between the second and third boat here, since they were trying to keep a tight weave all the way through. But
now they're just going to have to let that lead boat just get away, get out of the way so they can make life easier the following 2 boats.
Yeah. Oh, no, they've decided to wait up instead.
Oh, yeah. They've gone back to plan.
Yeah.
They haven't gone for the improvised option. And ooh, just taking a touch.
Yeah.
And another one.
Stopping there might not have been the best choice in that.
No.
Got the rhythm off.
I think they should have improvised and gone to plan B.
Yeah, sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment like that in competition, all you have to do is fall back on your plan and you're feeling the adrenaline and everything going. But that seems to be a poor decision in that situation.
They're still going and still keeping tight between each other. What time are we going to see going across the finish?
Well, the third time to go for is 150, but they've just taken up a 50. That's not going to be, that's a shame.
Too bad, but still pressing hard to the finish.
Well, the crowd below us and the grandstand are giving, obviously, the Brits a bit of a push, but everyone else is getting a really good, enthusiastic cheer.
You seem a little surprised by the 50.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out where it's come from.
Well, somebody on 18.
Yeah, in all honesty, I didn't see it myself, but it could well be in the third boat where we didn't have any video footage of.
Yeah, because it looked like the first 2 boats made through 18. But
yeah, as you can see, the first 2 boats looked the most confused about the 50.
Yeah.
The third boat was kind of awkwardly sat quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. 50. I'm pretty sure I made all the gates.
Okay, next to go is Germany, including the world champions.
Yeah, we'll see if their adrenaline's still going and they're going to press their way down. And
Can they live up to it?
Yeah.
Franz Anton, Jan Benzien won the World Championships about an hour and a half ago here. They're in the A, nothing to prove now. And secondly, it's going to be Berling Becker with the Muller twins. And there's good noise as well.
Taking a conservative approach into 3, which is smart.
And they'll want to win. They'll want to press home their advantage. They took in second and third place in the K1 women today.
Yeah, if anyone can pull out the double goals, it would be the Germans.
Yeah, they haven't. I think today they've had more medals here than they have at the World Cups all season.
I did not know that fact. It's great for them.
Yeah, I just ran into Hannes Agner, who shared that tidbit with me.
And they're off to a good start.
Yeah, staying tight, staying in there tight.
They're just up on the Brits, and they're all tied together. Time for the big move for the teams. How's it going to go?
Let's see this get nice and spicy.
Yeah, notice how the third crew had to back paddle just above the drop just to give some room.
Does that really mess you up coming into that upstream?
I'd imagine so. It'll definitely knock you off your focus.
Yeah,
Slight collision there.
But there's no boat across here, fellas. Just keep it up.
No, the second crew just caught, lost a bit of time going into that breakout, and it obviously all catches up when it's neck and neck and in the danger zone of the team runs.
Now you see Franz Anton, and Jan Benzien taking the strategy of just going ahead on their own and letting other guys go and catch up.
Yeah, he finally makes it easy if he can, and he can get quicker times as a result of it. So you just got to find the space to be able to get away.
We missed that they were 4 seconds down on the split, back on the split. So it seems they're going to have to step it up in these last few gates.
Well, it's 123 they have to go for, so it's still possible.
Yep, and their tactics might pay off.
Keep it clean, keep it smooth.
Just got to wait for the Mullers to get this last key move done. Are they going to get it? They're right in the wave. They're back in control. Just need to drive to 22. Get to the sprint.
Up, there you go.
Paddle to finish, boys. Are you going to make it? Just outside. But a very strong performance there from the Germans.
Yeah, they've seen that blunder in gate 12 turned out to be pretty costly.
Yeah.
Busy day at the office.
Yeah.
Well, so far the top 3 teams are within 3/4 of a second. That's not bad, is it?
That's impressive for team runs.
Yeah, seriously.
To be that close, we often see a bit more of a spread, but we still have 3 top nations to go.
And the Czech Republic are, well, I haven't physically spoken to them, so I can't speak for them, but none of the Czech teams made it to the final, and they must have been pre-final favourites, I guess.
I mean, since Czech and Slovakia separated, I can't think of a World Championships that they haven't had at least one boat in the final. So I'm sure they're going to go out there for blood.
But they won the K1 women, and we have some awesome athletes coming up tomorrow in the men's.
Oh yeah.
And Little Hospital in the men's.
Oh yeah. That's right. Here we go.
There we go.
Shocking off.
Kalovsky-Jane in the start of the Tiger Print boat. They know how to be quick. Kasper Sindler right behind them. Real smooth, real powerful. Let's not forget about Koplik Brazan. Established members and I believe a bronze medal back in the 2011 World Champs. They all know how to paddle, they all know how to be quick, and team runs are their bread and butter. Let's see what they can do.
Still keeping it tight, staying together there.
They're going to be up in the splits. Yes, they are, only just.
By the hair on their chinny chin chin.
Coming into the key section for the teams here.
Looks like they've given each other enough space there through the 11-12 combination. They can all keep the boat moving, keep paddling.
Yeah.
A little hung up right there, but still nice.
Well, crucially, they're so far clean.
Yes, that's what they need.
Makes it a lot easier to be fast when you don't touch gates.
I think the front boat of Kalovsky-Jane may just have enough space to get. No, they've still got to wait. Give some room.
Just keep it in there.
But they'll be fine.
Well, that's the last minute one. And now they're over 2 3/4
Oh,
seconds.
no.
Oh, give them that push.
Well, that seems to work out quite well.
Yeah, they just
2
took,
seconds.
yeah, getting a little tight in there. They ended up, the third boat ended up having to take a touch on gate 18. But
It's always terrifying as a lead boat if they get stalled in a stopper, because in moves like that, there's very little actual space to get around them and give them safety.
oh, but they should. Wow, they are really going into.
Oh, no. They were just too tight on their teammates.
Yeah, they'll be. They're not. They might still challenge.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
to be fair.
124.
They've got the speed on their sprint.
Oh, they'll be regretting that.
Just at the
Even
end
with
there.
that 3 or 4 second waste, they had only 1.5 seconds down. It shows them in a 4th place.
And again, just look how tight everyone still is.
You get. I mean, that looking back at the end of the course when you're about to peel out of gate 20, just making sure that you don't have those other 2 boats right on top of you.
Yeah,
It's enough to
exactly.
scare you.
I think we're going to see some noise from the crowd we've just seen coming up. The Slovaks are going to be in action with the Hochschorners, the Skantars, and Kuchera Batic.
Yeah, they're a great group of C2s, so if they put it together, they'll also be a hard team to beat.
And I'd also like to point out that Great Britain have just secured a medal in this event.
Got it. Hometown fans are going to be happy about that.
Yes.
First of the day.
Give them something to celebrate. And
Will they
there
get
comes
Hochschorners
Slovakia.
Hochschorner's pretty decorated crew in the front.
And the Skantars, arguably equally decorated. Maybe not so much at Olympic level, but at the World Champs and Europeans, a force to be reckoned with.
Always. Hearing the Slovak fans.
It's just next to us. It's just behind the toweling.
Oh, right there with the horns.
Well,
Ooh.
they're taking out gate 7.
Hochschorners.
Big touch on
Clumsy
that.
move.
If they hadn't done that, they probably could have broken out of gate 8 before the Skantars, but now they're forced to wait up. We'll see
But
if that
still,
changes
crucially,
strategy.
the penalty hasn't gone on yet, so they were slightly up.
Yeah, they'll wait till all 3 boats clear the gate before they put the penalty up.
Yeah, I think they were unfortunate that the pole swung into their back to the final crew of Kuchera Batik, where they couldn't really do much to avoid it. That's going to cost them a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 4 seconds penalties to be gained from that.
Yeah, minimum.
Well,
there we go.
yeah, that was a little.
Not good for the heart.
Yeah, no. Well, at least they're not seeing that pop up right in front of them.
Oh, yeah. Back on track, though.
Yeah, moving through nice. Now we're getting into the crux moves of the course where it's really going to decide, make or break the Slovak team. They unfortunately took another touch there on gate 13. Ooh,
Wow,
what a
athleticism.
slipper.
That's
Yeah.
some good work from Peter there in the back, ducking around the gates.
That's remarkable.
Seems to be taking it very easy.
Yeah.
More so than normal, the hot shoulders. Obviously, it's part of their game plan. They know what they're doing.
They want to make sure they stomp this last move because, as we've seen, this will make or break your race. Oh, and a touch on 21. Next guy's clear it. They still have a shot to get into the lead, but it's going to be tough now. I think that just cost them a podium spot.
Well, let's see.
Still
I'm
not
not
make
sure
it.
about this.
They'll add.
No, there we go. They've added up.
That changes quite a lot.
Boy.
Right, we got the final team of France. Left to
Reigning
go.
world champions.
Yeah.
Great Britain have a medal. Poland have a medal. Piquet, Bizot, Klaus, Pesch, Grandjean, Kevela.
Strong bunch of C2s.
Yeah, they're all happy. They can start their mental preparation for getting on the podium of coordinating all 6 of them on one spot.
Okay. But we know they're on. But France will want to do something about it. Remember, we do have 2 French crews who made the podium.
Yes, and again, the French, like the Czechs, have a long history of team runs.
Strong nation when it comes to C2.
Yeah, in fact, we went training in Poland in the air, and a lot of the guys, they do like team run loop practice where they all just follow each other, keeping the pace moving. It becomes a second nature to them.
Yeah,
Getting the spacing done right.
When they do that in open training slots, it gives you incentive to get the hell out of the way because they are flying.
It's their main business.
Absolutely. And they're going to want some redemption after having a little lapse at the last World Cup in Po, where one of the boats ended up flipping and that cost them a spot on the podium. So
Pico and Beast on the front there had a bit of trouble there, but not today. They're on form.
Staying tight, staying clean. Especially a little low in there,
That's
but
America.
still keeping the speed moving.
2 seconds up on the split. You can see how that pace is paying off. They managed to keep it running. This French expertise is really paying off.
This will be interesting. We'll see how tight they keep this weave.
Very nice.
And, it seems the first boat will.
And the young crew of Frijon Cavella right behind him. Had an amazing season this year, pulling off a bronze medal in the Power World Cup.
It's surprising no one's tried to stay as tight as the Brits through there with one person exiting as the other boats coming out through the hole.
No, I'm guessing no one quite felt as confident. But as we said before, teams is all down to your own individual tactics. What may work for another team may not work for the other.
Well, they're 4 seconds up now. This is going to be a serious competition.
Yeah, they just have to hold it together through the bottom, and we could be looking at the gold medal run. Even with that touch on 14, they're still flying.
This is impressive.
Absolutely.
This is a lesson on how to do team runs. How they're going to keep it together for these final gates.
Sorry, I wasn't watching. What's the lesson? No. Oh, how to win.
Yes.
Oh, jeez, babe.
And they've nailed it.
Yeah,
They
they're.
need to get to the last one. They have stacks of
beautiful.
time, and they're going to win.
Wow.
This run is a work of art. Look at them smash it down. Look at the lead. 7 seconds.
7.81 seconds. Wow.
They have
Talk about
destroyed
domination.
it.
Oh, yeah, I guess they didn't try to fit everyone in on the kiss and cry section, huh?
Oh, no. All right.
Well, so home country getting their first medal of the day. Great Britain walking away with bronze. France gold, Great Britain
You
bronze.
can see
and
there's a
Poland.
little star next to the Czech Republic. I think they may be protesting a gate.
But
This
if they
may
come
change.
off, it won't make any difference for the medals. in
Not,
fact.
No,
will it take
They
them up
also-
into
if
second?
it's a touch, that
Yeah,
should
if they have a penalty
taken
come
off, they're going to move in a second.
That's
potentially.
correct.
Well, let's see. Preliminary results, though. Yes.
So we know France have won. As you mentioned, Czech Republic have an appeal, and if they have 2 seconds taken off, they'd go into second place,
They would have to be happy with
which
that.
would push the Brits back into third, and Poland would come off. But no doubt about the winners.
Yeah, for such an individual sport, it's very, very fun to go out there with your entire team and get out there and win a medal. So
These are the guys that more often than not you train in with day in and day out. You all know kind of what it's all about. You all know the fun of it.
Are you
putting
doing
out a
are you
team
doing
run.
the teams on Sunday?
Yes. Yes, I'll jumping in for teams after all's said and done. So
So you checked your medal and no, you didn't.
Huh? The last time I had a medal in team racing was when I was a junior. So, but I know the U.S. guys a couple years ago at the World Cup final in Bratislava walked away with a gold medal. So, oh, sorry, that was C1. My fault. No,
That's right. So medal's a medal.
there was a C1 last year.
Well,
Whatever.
we're going to only have a couple of minutes off, and then we're going back onto the water with the women this time, and it's going to be the K1 teams as well. How many we have? 15 teams in this one. It's a great entry.
Yeah, that's I think the biggest turnout all year for the women's team events.
Yeah, it should be good. There's some good teams out there. A lot of people are going to be looking for redemption after their semi-final finals today.
Yeah, a lot of people find that actually that best qualitative run often comes in the teams. There's something about that. I'm not sure, something about the atmosphere that can do it for you. Just
you see one person do it well, you right on them, you get a rhythm, you're feeling great out there. You don't want to be the one to mess it up for the other two. Well, oh, sorry, I'm speaking for myself there. So, yeah.
Well, let me have a look at the results. There is an asterisk next to number 5, so it is the provisional results. They're calling France third. No doubt first, no doubt about that. Great Britain provisionally second, Poland provisionally third. We'll keep you up to date with the Czech Republic.
Yeah, we'll see what color the medal ends up for the Brits, but
I think they're going to be happy regardless.
yeah, absolutely.
Women's teams, 15 teams to go, starting off with China. Lu, Tong, and Luli, Tongyi, and Zhang Liu.
Yeah, relatively new team, considering they had a very strong women's team in the past, and none of them seem to be here or are here representing them this time around. So we'll see how they do.
Li Lu's had a couple of good results
this season.
There's McGregor, I believe.
Yes, McGregor the mascot.
Do we know who's inside? You don't have to tell me.
I have no idea. But
someone.
what we know is McGregor.
He did us a good personal, he was filming yesterday. It was a wonderful dance. It's someone with him.
McGregor, named after the golf clubs, right?
Yes.
No. No, they're the Canadians walking the course, smiling, enjoying themselves.
Getting ready for the fun that is a team run.
And it will be the 7th team to go. Here we go. On the line, China. So is there normally a dominant personality that says, okay, you follow me?
Well,
I think it does take a bit of a strong personality to be the lead Barretts.
yeah, so you got to be confident when you go out there. You got to be confident that you can stay ahead, that you can know when to wait, know when to go, know how to lead the way. So, but sometimes whether you're the dominant personality or not, the coaches are telling you where you're going. You have to choose something to do.
Yeah, I think you can always find a bit of a stereotype between them. The front Barretts will be the dominant person, the middle Barrett will be flexible, and the third Barretts will, I like to think, a bit lazy because they spend most of the time drifting down the course. But they know how to put a sprint when it's needed.
Absolutely, and then you see they have teams like the Czech men's K1 team where they can all change at any point in the course and they're all fine.
Yeah, they can be flexible. All right, now we have China coming down. Picked up a 2-second penalty at gate 4. We're having a bit of trouble in gate 11.
Yeah, not waiting. They're sticking to plan. I guess the coaches told them what to do, and they're not adjusting. So
Gate 11 was actually risky because the poles were moving up and down whilst Li Lu was still in it. Well, she may have had a double entry on it where if you happen to go back down the upstream, you gain a 50-second penalty. I don't think it happened, but it might just have. We'll have to wait to see.
Looks like that waiting up for her through there as well threw her off rhythm, and she got a little overzealous coming out of gate 12, so she had to go back and move for it. But
they were lucky. I think they were only given a 2-second penalty, so they got away with it. She didn't go back down.
Now have a huge gap for the third athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first and second boat are just taking off.
But this can sometimes be a good thing because it gives the third athlete the space to be able to react and paddle by themselves and not have to worry about giving them room. She can take the tight line direct into 16 as you saw there.
I put my
thing I like
money on
about
her waiting here.
you athletes is you always keep a positive spin on everything, doesn't it?
That's the key.
Oh, we want to be negative, but I don't want bad karma.
However, sounds put a positive spin on being that low in gate 20.
No way.
Wasn't
And then
part of the
touching
game plan.
outside pole, you don't want to do that either.
No.
It's adding insult to injury there.
Well, 22 gates today, 6 upstream.
Good effort.
It's been a really good challenge. Well done for coming down. I don't think this is going to affect the leaders.
This isn't going to be a medal-winning run, but good effort from the Chinese.
Absolutely. Well, they seem to still have enjoyed themselves, even with all the errors.
They had fun. That's what matters.
Next to go, they'll be coming down thickly and fastly. It's the Netherlands. It's Claudia Linders, Diane Dirk, and Martina Wegman.
Wegman just barely missed the semi-final cut on Wednesday, so your first time back. Oh, actually, all their first times back, of course, huh?
Yeah, Martina has a lot of experience on big white water from her creeking trips, so I think that helped her quite a bit coming into the qualifications on Wednesday.
I know when we did the motocross event in Po, she won that.
Yeah, quite easily.
She's a dominant force in those events. I believe she's going to be prepping for the sick line coming up, but right now, it is the team runs.
Yeah. And they're giving her some space, giving them all some space coming through, opting for spin on gate 8. Like everyone's going for spin.
So the safe line.
Sorry, that was gate 5. I can't read numbers apparently. 8.
So they're going for the weave tactic and gate 8.
Yeah, having 1-2 weave. 3 was a little low. The second boat was a little low there. So
Right, something's going right. They're 5 seconds up and clear.
yeah,
That's what they want.
being clean really makes a difference in team runs. They not only makes a difference on the time, but it makes it easier for all your teammates if the gate poles aren't swinging when they're coming into them.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of teams to go for the safer options in these runs, just out of the importance of it, to avoid any accident catastrophes like that. But, yeah, clean run goes a long way.
Looping here is going to make things real hard. Martina now moving into second. She's a little bit of a change there.
Diane getting into the first place lead.
Now they're at least all together. We'll get to watch them weaving.
Yeah, they look pretty dangerous there, but they've got it back on track. Just a little bit too much waiting in 16. This wasn't part of the game plan. They're having to react.
Moving from first to third completely changes how you're wanting to approach the course. So tactically, it's going to be a.
And we've got another change in order.
Yeah.
And Martina's now the first boat, followed by Claudia Leanders, and then Diane in the third base. Yeah. How's it going to go down?
Nope. Martina's not waiting. Nope. Got some confidence there.
That's her job now. She's got to keep pushing through.
Keep pressing on. Keep it clean through the last 2 gates. Oh no.
No, come on. Surf that wave. Get across.
Push.
She's lucky to just make the end of that. She doesn't have to miss the gate.
Yeah.
It's not what she wanted, but the fight is good. This is what we want to see.
Yeah, when you're low like that, you generally see people end up staring at where they don't want to go, and then that's where you do go. So.
Well, it's important. It's going to be who for the just outside.
Oh, yeah.
They're all smiling though. They're all smiling, but
we got to enjoy the double switch there, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes the biggest cock-ups are the most entertaining ones. The more wrong it goes, the more fun you're having. Look at the Japanese, they get to embrace the leading pots for a bit longer.
Next up is Japan.
So 15 crews in the race. China at the moment leading them out. Not convinced they're going to stay there.
Oh, very sweet.
Well, it's now Japan is going forward.
Let's see how they go. Some good performances from their women individually so far. This week qualified themselves an Olympic spot, so.
Yeah, they've spent a good bit of time down here in Lee Valley just getting used to the course and just getting to know the finer details of it. I think, yeah, as you said, it's really paid off and they really know how to paddle here.
Yeah, taking one, looks like just one touch on gate 3, but still keeping it tight and moving through. Very patient, making sure you're sticking to the plan and keeping the speed going. You don't want too much weight into those ups.
No,
Well,
so
3 seconds up on the split so far.
Even with the touch, yeah, it's good. Oh, that's. No, don't want to get spun out of right there. And this is going to make it a little tight coming through, but.
In the danger zone.
Yeah.
The Japanese are just waiting quite a bit longer on these moves.
Yeah, they might have just bled that time away, and that's trying to peel out too early. Going to have a little bit of trouble there.
She's reacted to it. She's found the B plan line. She's served that stubber to get back across into 13.
They've just taken a number of penalties though through the Big Ben.
This isn't going to be a medal-winning run, that's for sure.
Let's see if they can just hold it together and put themselves in a place where they can be happy at the end.
Oh, and another touch.
It's low poles really are making things difficult.
But it's up on the splits though.
Wow.
Impressively enough, yeah.
Well, good. Another touch there. Let's see, there they go.
Yeah, oh, we're having a bit.
Oh no, yeah, this is gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 touches on them. 3 touches right there.
Well, huge applause, encouragement, more like.
It's scary there.
Oh, buddy. Oh, wow.
That's scary right there. You can't see very well upstream when you're in that gate, so you're just guessing.
You just got to go for it, especially for the lead boats. They've got to have complete faith, and for the third boat, they just don't have any room to be able to slow down there. You need everything you can to get across from 19 to 20.
Maybe they'll do us a favor tomorrow and put the mirror back up, so have some idea how far ahead you are.
Are we going to have a drift to the finish line? Let's see. The backwards paddle across. That's not what you want.
No.
And China still hold the lead.
Wow. Oh, that last half of the course proved real costly for Japan.
Yes.
But we have some real serious clients coming in next. It's the Spanish Mylin Shuro, Irata Gochera, and Marta Martinez, who's probably a bit annoyed about herself missing out on even the semi-final.
Yeah, that was a real tough cut to make with such a straight course in the heats. It made it hard on everyone, but here we go with the Spanish on the course.
And they're off.
Mylin still being pretty conservative in gate 3.
Yeah, it's giving that precious room around it.
Yeah.
Again, as you see, a lot of teams do take the safer options in these team runs. There's no need to risk it so much.
Yeah, spinning when she went direct. Oh no, I guess she did spin that in the final too.
Mylin was the last to go in the finals, but ended up coming 5th.
Yeah, she looked a little tentative on her finals run, but unlike her semifinals run where she just cleared the course real quick. Martinez took a touch right there.
Just a little bit offline. Tracking, but they're still 5 seconds up. Oh, we just had a second touch on gate 8.
Yeah,
we'll wait for that to come up. It's like eating into their lead there.
But now things get fun. Oh, a little bit of bumping into each other there in gate 11, but still keeping it tight. Oh. It's a little scary there, peeling out of 12 when you're giving each other space like that, unlike we said with the British C2s, where they had enough confidence to have one in the stopper and one peeling out into the stopper. So you do that.
The team runs are definitely one of those situations where you don't want to bet bump and grind. This is where you want to keep room away from each other. You don't want to crash. You want to keep it moving.
But 13 seconds up, so they're clearly doing something right, but they're knocking off quite a few poles.
Extra touch.
Yeah. Got to make sure to get that bow down right there.
And that was I was going to say she nailed it, but cursed her just in the last second.
Just feeling.
She's going to get away.
She's all right. You don't want to feel. You don't want to feel rushed peeling out of these upstreams.
No, not at all. You don't have to feel hesitant either.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Get up!
Roll up, roll! Oh, that's a 50-second penalty. And is she going to get pinned on the blocks here? That's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Poor Martina.
Well, the crowd encouraging it today. Martina Martinez hasn't had a great week.
No. Maybe. See, yeah, no, you don't. I'm sorry, there has been a change in the rules in the past few years.
So you can go back for the gate.
Yeah, so if you go through it upside down, you can still go back if you half-head it or you engage the gate and don't get your whole body through. In that case,
I've learned something today.
Yeah. When you don't get to race in Poe and you sit reading all the rules.
That's how it goes.
Well, disappointment there. Next up, it's Australia. And Jess Fox, Ros Lawrence, Ali Burrows. I know Ros Lawrence has been had a bit of she's supposed to be, well, not supposed to be, she wanted to do some commentating but was a bit unwell, so pulled out of that. Let's see how she recovered. Obviously looking forward to tomorrow.
It's a strong
Here they
team.
go, Jess Fox, who came 4th in the K1 Women's about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I thought she was going to end up defending her title. We haven't had a double K1 Women's. I don't think we've had a repeat world champion in quite some time.
And she was unlucky today, but she's back on focus. She knows what she needs to do for this. This is what matters now. Back online, and just look how effective she was at turning the boat and getting it back running again.
Yeah, you can see they're not pressing down the course as hard as they would individually. Just want to make sure they have a good rhythm and they're not waiting too much, like right there. But
Well, they're involved tomorrow as well.
yeah, get the jump back in for C1 Women's race.
So bit of loose spacing there at the top, so they're only a second up. Maybe not the biggest lead we've seen compared to other nations.
Get up in the lead.
Yeah, playing it safe. You see Roz there waiting for 11 to make sure that Ali can get in.
They're all waiting a little too much. It looks like they're just a little nervous here.
Yeah.
Coming through. I mean, you don't want to be running into each other, but
You don't want to be waiting that long either. You've got a race to win at the end of the day.
yeah, I mean, if I'd just been up there watching the British C2, I probably would have changed my plan a little bit. Just tried to give her, but
An extra push. But importantly, they are on a clean run.
yeah, absolutely. So Galloway's a little
Ali
bit
Bowes
back.
is falling off the pace of it.
Yeah, no waiting from Roz there. Keeping it clean.
7 seconds up.
Wow.
Even with all the space between the second and third boats, they're still on track for that goal.
Well, another 11 teams to go, so it's certainly early days, but they're putting down a solid run. Ali Bowes is way back there.
Yeah, let's see if Roz ends up waiting. Yeah, she can't see. She's going to end up waiting up.
Yeah, you can't risk it. For multiple reasons, you got to leave them come in behind you.
Yeah, you don't want that femoral artery to come to play. Oop.
Oh, good rescue there from Roz. Is she going to get into this last gate? She's on a bit of a struggle.
Oh no.
Oh! She's going to have to go for something clever here. Blasting up and around it. She's nailed it.
Well, there's still the
Good
time.
work. Yeah, then.
You're going to get into the lead.
Yeah.
Sprint. Are they going to have a collision? Are they going to make it?
Yes, easily.
And we have a new leader.
39. Dramatic finish there.
I guess all that space in the end ended up paying off for us being able to go back to that last gate. Oh, my compatriots are up next.
USA.
Yeah. Former colony. Ashley, Donna Mann, and Gary.
Yeah, we had an unfortunate choice of team kit last year where we were all given red coats for the America World Championships. We were essentially invading again.
Yeah, well, see, that's why I wanted at opening ceremonies to have like the ride of Paul Revere, have them come in 1 lantern by land, 2 by sea.
Let's concentrate on the
Oh,
race.
yeah, sorry.
Back on. Get on your teammates.
There you go. We had a little bit of disappointment for the U.S. team not qualifying anyone in the semifinal, which now has left our ability to qualify a women's boat for the Olympics out of our hands. But everyone's out here ready to go for the team racing, and Ashley's having a pretty solid run thus far.
Yeah, they can go for that one last shot on the course now for the team runs.
Yeah.
Do what they can, enjoy it.
Donka's here with her newly born child that kept her out of racing our selections earlier this year, her pregnancy, but now she's back on the water and excited to be racing again.
That's good news for her.
Ashley's really pulling ahead, a little low there. Let's see, she's going to end up waiting, I assuon. She can't see where
Yeah, she
Donka
has
is.
to. Got to give her space.
Yeah, if she was high in there, I'm sure she would have just kept going, but solid crossing. Let's see what happens here.
Being
something.
patient. And
Donka a
just
little low,
off
and
the stomach.
Ashley peeling out a little too soon. To be able to use that lower feature to get there.
Yeah, we're going to see a change of order now,
Oh,
where the
no.
third boat's going to go in second. Third boat may actually take the lead place.
No, she's going to end up having to stop in that eddy too.
Oh no.
Oh,
Is she
and
even going to
I'm
make
getting-
it? Come on,
Yeah,
paddle up. She's fine.
Yeah, see, a little hesitation there. It's never a good thing.
Yeah, often that little panic can cause. You panic for a quarter of a second and you can lose 5.
Yeah.
Got to keep going.
If Ashley nails this, she might just keep going through it. Up, good, clean, keep it clean through. Just gonna probably press on, not see if she ends up waiting in the last upstream. But
They're gonna have to-
Donna having a little bit of issues there in the team as well.
Got a bit of space worked out between them all.
Oh, this is really close.
She's got served, she's there, she's fine.
Up, and Donka made it just by. little spin there with the last gate. Not going to make much of a difference for Ashley's spin there, but
importantly, they're doing reasonably timely.
And I get him that upstream. Jeez.
That's going to be hard work.
Stuck that stopper.
Right.
It's not where you want to be.
All having issues in the end. Well,
she's going to have to try again.
Go.
Well, they haven't taken over first place.
And I don't think they will be.
They must be so tired now.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Oh,
Tonka.
Now we saw that she had to go around the bottom wave to try and get across. We just carried too much speed and couldn't get the bar back down in time.
Third time's the charm. Hopefully the swing in gate 21 doesn't cause her any issues on top of it.
Oh, and about missed the 20.
Pulling Roz move with a little.
Come on, get out the stopper, get out the stopper. Oh, she's on a roll.
Nice window shade, but she's now got some speed and smiling.
Smiling going over.
Yeah. Once again, the catastrophe runs can be the most entertaining ones.
Well, the window shade at least gave her a little bit of speed down to the finish line. Laughing.
I'm not sure she can believe what happened herself there.
Yeah, strong start, but not so much to finish. Smacking the outside pole in gate 5 also is not a.
There you go.
Canada.
At the top of the course.
Oh,
the North American rivals. Oh, they're going to get in front.
Our home and native land. Yeah, I mean, they already got us at hockey, so.
I think they might take you in the women's teams again as well.
Yeah, unless they decide to get a little creative at the bottom like us.
Right now, we're in the time and moment at the top.
Yeah, they're different strategy than they had in Poe, where it was almost 3 individual runs. Jess catching her edge right there on the way out of 8. But
2 seconds down on this top split.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's not going to make much. 2 seconds down there, it's how you finish, not how you start.
We're seeing a bit of spin as well going into gate 10.
Oh,
it's
not where you want to be for Jess.
No.
Oh,
now she's got no momentum going into this stop across. This is going to be hard work for her now. Normally you've got to keep it going, but she's rescued it. She's dealt with it.
Yeah.
She's doing first fine. Third, just falling off the back.
Yeah, Taya's having a little bit of an issue there, and I don't know what Jazz is waiting for, but...
Bit too much patience going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Go on, Jazz. Get out back in front. Keep it moving.
Yeah, just keep that speed going.
Swap rolls now.
Like 50.
They might have gone back down through the gate in the white in all the chaos.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but still pressing on. They don't, whether they had it or not. Jess is another loop. Edging is so important in that 17-18 combination. You get a little bit off.
You've got to be so careful to keep it flat and just leaning ever so slightly upstream and counterintuitive to what you're taught in normal paddling.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the bottom of the course right there from having a few too many window shades right at 17-18. But it goes.
Well, they're back on track. They're still going.
Pressing on down.
We've had another bit of waiting in this last breakout.
For some reason, decided to wait for the switch, but
Taya didn't nail that last breakout.
Yeah,
that was impressive. That's one of the best I've seen today.
She got the loop for the last gate, but she didn't get it around. Boy,
I don't think I've seen so many switches around in one run.
Yeah, I mean.
And they're still going. God, make it to the finish.
Come on.
I'm not sure she's familiar with the rules of teams.
No, she is just a little bit confused about where she was in the water.
To be fair, it's not going to change the result. We have had 7 teams through and Canada move into 7th place. So I think we're going to have a little bit of noise in a minute. Fiona Penny, Kimberly Woods and Lizzie Neve.
Yeah, they're all going to be looking to prove something now.
3 strong paddlers.
And speaker came earlier and she was absolutely gutted with the 50 she was given.
Did she dispute it? Or?
She disputed it, but her dispute was disputed.
Yeah, the video didn't look like it did her any favors yet. So the judges on that gate line did. No. But stood. It's unfortunate.
Kimberly, we were talking about, was leading the K1 women and had a 50-second penalty which put her right out of the action.
Yeah, it looked like a terrific save. I was watching it on video as well. It was hard to tell.
They're going quick.
Yeah.
They're keeping it tight together.
Lizzie a little bit back.
Look at the speed Lizzie carried down there to catch up. 3 seconds up. They're on a roll.
Now we're coming here. Let's do the crux move. Let's see if they get his tight.
Yes.
No. His tight in there as the C2s.
Go on, feet, get back on control. Get on that forward stroke, drive yourself down.
Giving each other a little more space than we saw the British C2s give earlier. And, oh, still okay, still okay.
Yeah, Kim's going to have to go for a tactical spin here. Just have to lose in a boat, but she's fine. She's got it back. I think Lizzie's going to have to go for the same tactical spin.
Yeah, actually.
And they're keeping it moving. And most importantly, again, only one touch at the top section of the course. I think they're going to be up on their splits. We shall see.
Kim's spin actually looked pretty nice. Keeping that bow down.
10 seconds up. This is where they want to be.
That's quite a few.
Let's see this next few movers. There we go. Kim safely through. No questions of 50s that time.
Yeah, now Fiona looking back, trying to figure out whether she should be waiting in this last stop or not. And
what's she doing? Got stuck on the outside pole. I think she just clipped that. I can't tell.
I just saw the judge just throw their hand up as she just nicked it, but still.
Oh, no, picked up an extra touch.
They still have space there. They still have space to play with.
Yeah, they do. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What are you doing?
Kim!
Well, Lizzie pulled that off pretty nicely. That
was intense.
Talk about
sprint to the British girls.
Well, take the lead.
Jumping in the lead by 11 seconds, even with all that drama at the end.
Thought someone was going to lose a kidney for a second, but they pulled it off. Yeah. There's no damage done.
And I think the coach is the only ones who are dropping kidneys on that.
Well, 8 teams gone, 7 teams to go. Great Britain have just taken over the lead.
Yeah, they did a brilliant run. Even with that last little bit of drama, they were keeping it together and holding it in. All their touches at the finish. It's unfortunate, but they're still having a great run.
No, they pulled it back. There we go. We're going to see a cheeky snarl from Kim there from actually get into gate 18.
Yeah.
No action.
Back Fiona making her decision above. Yeah. Is she close enough, or should I go? If she had stomped that last upstream, she might have just pulled out.
Well, it's the Russian Federation going now.
Yeah.
Perova, Karitanova, the two sisters.
Sister, yeah. Pulling through. It always looked funny to me with some of the few people left that use left control paddles.
You do get a couple lefties here and there.
Yeah, them and the Czechs.
That's a C paddler. I can't really recognise the difference that easily, but obviously we've got a kayak expert sat right next to me here who knows what's going on.
Makes me a little dyslexic looking at it, but works well for them.
No, they're just off the lead pace. 2 seconds down, but as we've seen, there's some time to be made at the bottom, and a clean run will keep them in contention.
Yeah, keeping it tight through this 11, 12, 13, 14 combination really makes a huge difference.
That was nicely done. Oh, just a little bit of action, but she's recomposed the boat, got it back on top of the water.
Yeah, I'd like to see people get a little more aggressive coming out of gate 11, 12, for 12 when the other boat in there. But
we're going to see a bit more action here.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
It's all a bit tight and a bit tentative on there, 13-14, but they're back on line, they're moving the boats again.
You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive out there. If you're passive, you're not only losing time, but you're creating problems for your teammates.
Exactly. The only person that can ever relax is the third boat. Everyone else has got to keep themselves moving.
Well, third boat, especially if they're not worried about putting a hole through the second or first person's boat.
Well, Australia went clear. Russia so far clear as well. Just have to see how close they are.
Yeah. Waiting right through here. Let's see if they... People are just rushing it a little bit on that exit.
Yeah, but a good rescue, using the bounce of that wave to help get herself turned back and hold her height. That's what she wanted. Are we going to see it done again? Yes, we are. That was beautifully done, but just unlucky to pick up.
Yeah, I think they've...
Second time is 1:39, so they'll move into second place anyway.
Yeah, even with 4 seconds of penalties on them. Ooh, 21. A little bit of edge there to the finish, but grabbing her shoulder, I guess something must have happened to Allie on that run. She seems to be a little concerned about her left shoulder. Solid run.
Well, 9 gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nations to go. And next to go down is the Czech Republic with the world champion Kateřina Kuďová, Verena Vočová and Stepanka Hilgertova. Interesting to see how the energy is at the end. 3
big names, all 3 of them ready to go.
medalist-laden team. Stepanka, which I can't even believe that it'll have been 20 years next year since she won gold in the Olympics in Atlanta. It's unbelievable. Still in it, still super competitive.
Plenty all skilled, and just the depth of power of all the kind of Czechs for all categories. Such a strong, powerful paddling nation. Canoe just getting a little bit caught in that wave there. Unlucky on the old surges where he just caught up into more of a stopper, which couldn't release the bow as quickly as she would have liked. But they're back on track.
Yeah, it's good. It actually will keep them a little bit tighter for the weave through gate 8. A little bit of weighting up by.
Just a second down. They can pull this back.
Yeah. You could just ask them to stop showing that first split. it's all about right. It's all about right
True.
here.
The bottom section is the key part.
Just being aggressive through this section right here.
Nice, and they're going for a more daring tactic coming out here, but
yeah.
Oh, hasn't quite paid off.
She got little passive still on that exit when they were trying to be daring, but passively daring. It's never good.
Hey, you got to go hard. You got to have confidence in it, or the water will abuse you and it will catch you up. You got to show her his boss. You've got to boss yourself down. But importantly, they kept it clean.
Absolutely. Going to be back in Britain split here, though.
A little bit down, but this is where Britain lost their time.
There's 2 seconds, and they were nearly 2 seconds down. That makes them now 4 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep it tight in this last bit.
I think I saw just a touch going down on gate 17. And Paul's are swinging. But they're still going nicely, still going well, and still keeping tight together.
Kudayeva just being bold and peeling out.
Nicely done on 21. That's 1 of 3 done. Time for the second boat. 2 out of 3. Time for the third. Are we going to make it all clean? 3 out of 3, 21, 22.
I don't think they're going to go. They're not going to do it.
But they might well move into second place.
I think they're going to take it. This is going to be for first place. And they've done it. Czech Republic into the lead.
It just shows you how costly the touches were for the British.
Yeah, exactly. That looks like a disappointed smile and wave.
Yeah, second now.
Wow.
Another strong team coming down next, and the Germans.
The Germans, Melanie Pfeiffer, Ricarda Funk, and Lisa Fritsch. Ricarda Funk, silver medal. Melanie Pfeiffer, bronze medal.
Second one in 2 years. That's a nice performance by the Czechs.
Oh, we're going to see an even nicer performance from the Germans. I mean, time will tell.
Yeah, Let's see if the Germans get a little more bold out there.
If anyone's going to be bold, it's the Germans.
The Germans.
They have a no-mess attitude.
That's right. That's right. Just give it a go.
They will paddle hard.
Pfeiffer.
And they're all about aggressive strokes. They rely on their fitness, but again, just being very accurate with their lines to make up for it as well.
They surely know how to pull.
And they're off.
Staying tight through these first 3 gates, almost a little too tight. But
yeah, so Ricardo had to just wait off a little bit there to give some room for a teammate on 6. Back on the run.
Put down on the gas, good space to be able to get a nice little weave right through gate 8.
And the general rule of thumb for these team runs are the boats trying to keep at least 2 boat lengths away apart from each other.
Third boat usually just a hair more, just in case.
Save. And they're going, oh, just picking up a penalty on gate 11 on the entry there. Oh, and Ricardo unlucky to pick up an extra one as well. It's going to cost them 4 seconds.
Yeah, that plus the. Yeah, see, again, just getting a little antsy, peeling out there out of 12, going to 13. When you do that, you're going to be right on that bubble, and you're going to have a hard time making it over 13.
Yeah.
Themselves having the same thing, peeling out a little soon.
Back on the move, back driving.
Already 8 seconds in penalties.
All on gate 11, it's not what you want.
No.
You can see that's done some real damage to them on the split times.
Team solidarity, at least. They can't blame it on anyone else.
Yeah. They're 9 seconds down with 8 seconds of penalties. That's the issue they've got.
It'll be hard even to make it up on this last one if they all stomp it.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something real special, but realistically, I'm not sure they're going to be singing medal with this run today.
So staying together so tight, one thing that is advantageous. You're going to finish.
Oh, that was a risky gate.
Yeah, taking a little.
Oh, on an extra touch.
Another touch.
It's all falling apart a little bit for the Germans.
Yes, well, it might have been their day in the individual categories. It wasn't their day in the team runs.
But they still could close to a medal.
No,
not with a 15.
Yeah, it looks like they gave Pfeiffer a 50 on that duck.
Yeah, it was sketchy. It was debatable.
Yeah, I don't have a judging card, but.
Well, 4 teams to go. Czech Republic leading, Great Britain second, Russia third.
Canada's having something reviewed.
Yeah, Canada might be questioning their 50.
Hard with that camera angle, but we'll all see. Next up, Slovenia.
It's Kragel, Iva Terchel, both of them looked solid in their finals, and Aya Novak
is the reigning under-23 world champion in downriver.
Yeah, Slovenians all like to diversify their paddling. They're all up to their downriver. They all like a bit of white water, and they all love their slalom. There they go.
Staying tight up top.
Giving a bit of space around gate 3, just keeping the bow clean. Make sure they don't try and come too bows under and pop up.
Yeah, it's good to have actually, it's good to wait a little bit there because you can stay too tight for this 5-6 like we saw with the Germans, and then waiting above there is really costly because if you don't have speed down through that dive, it's in trouble.
Yeah, it's just so they're taking a bit of hits on the even 7 on the lean to 8, costing a bit of time, but
still staying together. Ida's a little bit back there, causing Eva to wait. Might give Russia a window to go ahead.
Just a bit too much on their exit, making gate 8, 9-10 difficult.
Krago could have pulled out there. That's still smart.
Smart, but it's dangerous, but it's paid off.
Yeah, gotta have a little danger, unless it's not team racing.
Yeah. It's all about the risk and reward, and the risk's so much greater than this than they are normally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Around. Oh, no, just going to have to go for a spin. She's going to get around. You can't see in the video feed, but I'm watching from the top of the course. She's had to paddle back, she's spun the gate, and she's back in through it. They're fine. They've rescued it. They may have taken a touch, but it's definitely better than a 50.
48 seconds faster.
And there they go. Ursa's got a bit of a lead.
Let's see if she'll. She should just
get a bit surfed at the top.
I think she should. Krago should just go. Somebody should
go, but she can't see. She can't risk it. She doesn't want to risk it. She's playing it safe. And now she's going.
Yeah, now they see that. Now they see where the judge is. If I was their coach, I would tell them to look up to see where the judge is signaling for penalties there. You'd have an idea when to peel out.
Yeah, it becomes more tactical. And an extra spin on 21. It's not what they want.
Just keep it clean on 21. And
but they
not
could
going to
go
be first
for
place.
The bronze medal, couldn't they?
Yeah,
looks like it.
Well, moving to the 3rd rank, and we now have Czech Republic have a medal.
They're guaranteed.
Good weekend so far for the K1s.
Yeah. Yes.
Canoe can be happy with this.
Eva's not going to be happy with taking that touch on 13.
No.
Probably caused Ida to wait up a little bit there. But
she's not going to be happy with the surf she had on 18. Handled pretty brutal from up here. Obviously, we couldn't see it on the live feed, but it was a nasty bit of mashing.
Well, next to go is Austria, Violetta Obliga-Peters, Karina Kunle.
Slovakia.
Well, I need to learn to read. Elena Kaliska, Jana Dukatova, and Kristina Pavlova.
Don't worry about it. I did the same thing. Those S nations next to each other with similar flags makes it hard.
There we go. Kaliska leading the run.
Double Olympic
champion.
champion.
It's going to pay off.
Very decorated first 2 women coming down here.
And they're going for it.
Like we heard earlier, it seems that there are a few Slovak fans here. Oh, Kaliska trying. And they're still getting through clean. Giving Jana some space to catch up.
Yeah, it's going to have to hold off a bit now just to give Kaliska the space to get her rhythm sorted again. She's fine. She's back on it.
Keeping it nice and tight, exactly how you want it. A little bit of waving.
And impressively, up on the split. But as we all know, this bottom section is what counts.
Yeah. just waiting here. Let's see. Yeah, Elena's good. Not waiting for the next boat. Which you really don't have to do because you want to be on the back of that stopper anyway, coming at 12. So she's peeling out low too. Gonna have to spin. If she gets over
She's gonna get across to it.
No,
she's gonna have to go back.
Same thing.
Oh, and
for
duck it
Jana.
up. Oh, come on. Yana just being able to catch the wave and get in for the spin.
Now we're gonna have them all nice and bunched up.
Yeah, now they're gonna have to find their fine art of creating some space without losing time. So they're back on it. I think they're going to be down on this split.
Yeah, Yana could just coming a little low in there because Elena would have to wait up a little bit. But
yeah, she just stalled a bit too soon on the eddy line. 1.72 down, but again,
no, not all of them.
2 of them.
Well, at least they got one for 3.
Right, we're going in reverse order now for the finish.
32nd switch of the day. This is going to be interesting. Jump in high. Yep.
Nicely done.
Pressing through. Yana waiting a bit. Oh, getting in tight.
She's going to have to go for a spin.
Oh.
Just keeping the touch.
That touch is going to prove costly in the end. They're all close together. Once they one passes the finish,
they're going to have to work hard to get to the finish now. It's not going to be within, I think.
Nah, not enough to.
But thank you for the entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously.
They haven't done what they wanted, but they certainly entertained the crowd.
Slovakia have gone into 4th.
Boy.
There's no medal for them today in the team events.
Now keeping it clean all the way down to 21. That knocked them out of any chance of.
Right, now I'm ready. Now it's going to be Austria.
Yes.
So it's Violetta Obliga-Peters, Karina Kunle and Lisa Leitner with the Czech Republic. Delighted that so far they've held off the opposition and they have a medal.
Sigh of relief.
Different generations.
We've got the 3 different ages of the Austrians at the top there.
Violetta leading them out.
Experience behind him. And the double world champ. Yes, and then the double world champion of Karina Kunle right behind, and then the young blood of Lisa Leitner in 3rd Bart.
Nice and smooth. Stay clean through 3. That's important. Keeping it tight for the 5 splits.
Oh, there we just got a little caught up.
Still all right.
That shifting wave causing some issues again.
Karina's going to be a little low in the substrate.
Yeah, she's going to fight around for this.
Yeah.
That's one of the important duties of second boats. You got to be able to cope with being offline, because if the first boat's not in the right place, you're going to have to react around it and work.
But as we saw in the split, they're well over 2 seconds up so far.
And
they are.
Until Vio took a touch in gate 9, really hit it hard, so it'd be hard for make sure her teammates don't hit it as well. But looks like they didn't.
We're running. How she's going to get across the 13?
Yep. Oh, finally.
Fine.
Somebody get there direct.
Karina's going to have to work out here. That's a hefty turn.
Absolutely not giving in.
You know, the powerhouse as Kunle can get herself across in those dangerous situations.
Lisa with a little duck there. We'll see what the judges have to say. Yeah, no, unfortunate. They gave her a 50 on that. They would have been up 2.5 seconds on the split, but that 50-second penalty.
I wonder when the crowd are going to realise that Great Britain have a medal.
Yes, I mean,
probably after the announcers say it when they look at the results and realize it themselves.
Just clipped another penalty on gate 19 as well.
It's a moot point at this stage. That 50-second penalty stays on.
Yeah. Everyone's going for it.
Karina.
Going to have to fight hard against this last gate and to get away from Lisa. And they're off.
Impressive, apart from the 50-second penalty.
And that would have, looks like that, wow, that would have been enough too to put them
And the
in
50-second, was it close, would you say?
Yeah, just looking at it upstream when I saw her duck down, it looked like it was relatively close, but she went back and put her head down on her back deck, which generally to judges, their inclinations would be to call 50-second penalty when they see your back of your head getting wet. But
the front two obviously look confused. Lisa's just I'm trying to judge from a video. Affection, especially from a distance, but looks a little bit guilty and kind of own up. And may have 50 that, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll ask and have it be reviewed, but it'll be a hard one to get rid of.
Well, last to go, it's France. Carole Bouzidi, Maria Zélia Lafont, and Emily Fair.
Reigning world champion French team. Just Maria Zélia instead of Noria Newman, but still a very strong team.
The French, plenty of good paddlers. It's always going to be tough for them to make it through in selection. And Nuria was unlucky to have a shoulder injury leading into it. But right now, that doesn't matter. This is the team that's racing. This is the one that's racing for the medal.
Finally seen somebody jump in nice and high behind gate 3 and not hitting the pole.
Exactly. The bows under can work. You just got to be accurate with what you're doing.
Impatient.
Now then, off into gate 6. Doing well. Good line there from Bouzidi. Just trying to get the other side of the wave next to 7 to keep the boat running.
Looks like somebody picked up a touch at 3.
Oh, she's come out wide.
A little wide.
It's going to cause some issues here. Going to cause a lot of rotation to file, but she's dealt with it. She's back on track. She's back moving the boat.
She still would have ended up waiting, I'm sure, right here for Emily. So it's not, or sorry, for Maria Zélia. So it's not the end of the world.
Back on it. Nice cross into gate 12. Just going in behind.
A little low. But still all right. Keep that boat flat. You're going to make it across as soon as you start putting edge down.
There we go. Nicely done by Marie there, getting on 13. Focusing now on Bouzidi. Now she's coming again into this guy. I think she's got a bit of space, so she can just get out to give the other two boats some space.
Yeah,
some room.
She's not gonna because she got a little caught up on that eddy line.
Oh, Marie came in too high and too tight.
Oh, God.
That caused some issues.
Yeah, they're still.
And clearly caused a bit of panic as well.
Pressing a little hard after that boggle right there, but see how they finish.
Well, paying close attention to the outside pole to avoid the touch there, but she's going to have to go for a spin. Just didn't quite have the speed out. Is she going to get to it?
Yeah, she took a touch on it, or hit it on the way through.
Oh, this is.
Well, they're all on top of each other.
Yeah, this boggle here could cost them stop.
But it's still within a medal chance.
Wow,
They can just accelerate over the line.
Is it going to go in? Third place.
That boggle there just proved super costly.
Threw everything away. They would have been bang on track for a gold medal. They have to settle with bronze today, though.
We don't have any appeals on the screen so far. It looks like the Czech Republic and Katerina Kudryeva on the right of the screen has a medal.
That's a double
has
gold
two
for her
golds,
today.
of course, yes. And Stepanka Hilgetova. Are there any records on the most senior medal winner?
I would assume it's now been Stepanka, but
I imagine there's a whole book of records and medals for her.
no. Somebody age winning a medal.
No.
She just breaks all the records, so I'm not sure. But it's some great racing. It makes me nervous for tomorrow, seeing the way people are reacting at the bottom of this course.
Yeah, people got to be really on it. You got to really make sure they got to go up the stopper so you can have the boat traveling back downstream. If
Well, let me just butt in there 1 second. The results are the Czech Republic take gold, Great Britain take silver, France take bronze medals, Slovenia, Slovakia, Russia, Australia, China, Spain, and Netherlands are the next teams up there. Sorry, Reese, back to your point.
I was just explaining how you got to really be patient with your line and not be tempted to come out tight. You got to actually embrace the stopper at the very top of it if you want to keep the boat running downstream. If you try and sneak it, your bow's going to get caught and you're going to either fall off or get surfed.
Well, we're going to hang on here live. Thanks for watching so far. We do have the medal ceremonies coming up.
Yeah, and actually I'm going to have to check out at this moment, but thank you so much for having me.
Go and see your family, Aaron.
All right, will do.
It's been good to have you.
All right,
Good luck tomorrow in the teams. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Well, we've seen a few amazing slavation shots, and we're just lining ourselves up for what Reese has been looking forward to, and that's to see how we can get the 18 on the podium.
Yeah, the highlights is always when everyone's shook hands after the national anthem's gone up. The game is to try and see if you get all 18 athletes onto the first place podium.
We're actually, there's a correction there, there's only going to be 70.
Oh.
Matthew Pesch from France, I've overheard, wife has gone into labour, so he's had to sprint back into France.
Congratulations to him. Yeah, he's going to have to get away quickly. Oh, she's timed that well. Yeah, congratulations to Matthew Pesch, and yeah, it's a shame it's going to make the game just a little bit easier getting everyone on top of that first place podium.
So Reese, what's been the highlight for you so far today?
Today, I think just watching the action of the team runs, watching Great Britain's final team run in the C2, that was incredible. The crossovers from 11-12, that's just a work of art. And again, the Czech Republic, they knew what to do. They could get it running.
And from a self, not a selfish point of view, of course, you're still in the game, aren't you? Explain what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, basically, we've got our Olympic selections coming up very shortly at the end of October, where there's 5 crews that are all going to be racing for one space. And if David Rich had medalled today with none of the other Brits making top 6, they would have secured that Olympic place due to our rules and regulations. But as none of them made the medals, then we can live to fight another day.
So where and when and how?
And when and how. So they'll be over here in Lee Valley. They'll be on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th of October, and best 2 results out of 3 races wins.
Simple as that. And
Simple
then,
as
so
that.
by end of October, mid-October, we'll actually know the GBR Olympic boats, no matter what happens next year, providing there's no injury.
Yeah, providing no injuries, that will be the team going out. We've chosen it that way so we can get these athletes out to Rio to practice early and get them to recognise the course as well as possible.
Well, that's an interesting tactic. Every nation has its own way of doing things. We're just having a little delay while we're making sure that the dignitaries, everyone's going to be ready to hand out the medals, to receive the medals, because clearly the receiving of medals will be a highlight of the weekend's work. Then tomorrow coming up, we are going back to the same style as today, whereby we have the semi-finals in the morning. That's going to be the C1 men, C1 women, K1 men. A little bit of a break for lunch, we all relax and see what we've done, and then it's going to be the C1 men's finals in British time at 1:30. So British time 1:30 tomorrow, European time 2:30, followed by the C1 women's final, the K1 men. Then we have the medal ceremonies. Then after that, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon GB time, it's a C1 men's team event, C1 women's team event, K1 men's team event. There's then going to be a medal ceremony, so the action goes on from 9 in the morning until 6:30. Wow, it's going to be a long day.
It's a busy day tomorrow, and let's not forget the most important bit of action going on tomorrow, the rugby Wales versus Uruguay. For any Welsh fans watching this right now, that's the game to watch. But yeah, today's going to be full on, and even tomorrow's going to be full on.
So here they go.
Just look at the stream of athletes coming on board right now. I don't think you'll see in any other events so many people going up to one place.
Well, as we mentioned, 17 athletes are going to be on the podium, and when they come for the selfie at the end, that's when the fun starts. Great Britain will be in 3rd place. So let's look.
Yeah, we always have a game of trying to organise it by height, making sure the shortest person's in front, and I think poor Greg there's been delegated to the back. He's not the tallest of our guys. Aren't we going to see him? There we go, just sneaking.
Bronze medalist stepping up to the front is Great Britain. Your good friends, introduce them please.
So right here we got Etienne and Proctor on the far left-hand side, Adam and Greg in the middle, and Dave and Rich on the far side. Just receiving those medals now.
And 3 of those athletes will be going tomorrow.
Yes, so we got Richard will be competing the kayak tomorrow. Adam will be competing the C1 alongside Dave Florence.
Busy weekend.
Busy weekend. But if anyone can do it, it's those guys. All of them train on this course day in, day out. They're all physical beasts. Dave especially, who has a track record of just being able to put down an unbelievable volume of runs here. An absolute machine. You see the medals close up. And it does take a bit of time to hand out all the flowers and all the prizes and all the medals. There's so many people to go around.
Well, Germany have had a good weekend so far. They're going to take the silver medals, and we do have Franz, Anton and Jan Benzien, who won the C2. They're going to come and pick up the silver medal this time.
Yeah, very successful weekend for them.
With Berling-Becker and of course the Mullers. And there's plenty of other teams that could be put forward in Germany.
They can come away from this weekend with a big smile on their face now, and they've done the trick. They've qualified their Olympic quota. They've pulled out the World Championship win, and they've pulled out a silver in the teams.
Germany! You can hear the announcer. Germany on the podium.
Jan Benzien, Robert Bailey, Thomas Ecker, Kai Muller.
Well, they're all experienced champions in their own right. Anton Benson I've mentioned, Robert Becker, Berling, Thomas Becker, and the Mullers, Kai and Kevin Muller.
Yeah, all 3 of these boats, so good on the water, so much power, so much expertise, and yeah, it's paid off today. Bronze medal, silver medal even.
Do you know how the German trials are?
I have no idea.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will. Every nation has their own system. I think traditionally most countries tend to hold them around March, April. But with the Olympics, people tend to experiment and change things around.
And the winners are going to be announcing in a minute. As we mentioned a couple of seconds ago, there's only going to be 5 on the podium. Matthew Bescher has a good reason not to be there.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably the only reason you can get away with not being on the podium.
France City is at 8 o'clock tonight, so it's going to be a busy evening.
Non-stop for him. I think you can look back at today as being a really happy day. Bronze medal in the individual, gold medal in the teams, and probably most important to him.
On his way.
The winners of the gold medal and 2015 ICF
The world champions for ICF for this year are France. You see Piquet Bizot, Franjean Cavella, Gautier Klaus. 2 medals.
So I'll pick up that one for later for him. The French contingent in the crowd there celebrating. And all medals finally given out. The mission that is C2 teams.
And then we'll all be standing for the French national anthem. After that, we're going to have the ceremony for the K1 women.
Yes. Which should definitely be a quicker process. There won't be as many of them to deal with. I'm also going to wait to see if they celebrate and all try and get on the first place podium afterwards.
That's your highlight so far.
I've seen podiums break under the weight of everyone trying to jump on before in the past.
Well done, France.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of France.
France take gold. Team champions for the 2015 ICF Canoe Slalom World Championships.
There you go. The games begin. Are they going to get there?
Okay. Oh, no, they're being a bit
That's
conservative.
no fun.
It's probably, as you have a 30 professional cameraman in front of you, probably beats having a selfie.
Well, the Brits have tried to invade the first place podium.
Yeah, it's likely.
And one of the mothers. There you go. Team medalist of 2015.
And then we'll rapidly move on to the women's champions. Again, exciting racing. Tomorrow we have exactly the same formula as today. So it's starting a little bit earlier. No. So it's taken a lot of planning to get this venue into action. Do you know something about the volunteers, big volunteer force?
Yeah, there's a lot of us working here. I'm not even sure of the numbers, but I can safely say it's an army. We've got a food team to feed everyone evening. We've got plenty of people in charge of bossing us around, making sure we're not running away, doing the right stuff.
And the volunteers, are they mainly families and friends and people linked to the community?
Yes, there'll be mainly people involved in Paddington, so all the way through from the grassroots right up to the top, to those of us that just didn't quite make it in selections. But yeah, everyone's happy to help, especially when the weather's a nice day like today. It's good to have such a close community of people that all just want to work together to make the most of an event. Get it running smoothly and just put on a good World Championships.
And when are your next international events here?
We'll have to wait and see how selection goes at this end of October.
As for Lee Valley, are you on the
Valley?
calendar, do you remember?
I'm not sure if we are. I'm not aware of it. I think it may be a wait. I'll be surprised if we don't get any World Cups in the future. But in all honesty, I have no idea.
Well, we're halfway through the program for today. Saw some surprises this morning with the C2. Brits weren't on the podium. No Czechs in the final. No Slovaks in the final. But all these nations winning a quota place for the Olympic Games.
Yeah, today was definitely there for the unexpected. But that's the way it goes sometimes, especially when you're talking about paddling down a course in white water, when the water can change and be unpredictable. Sometimes the results are as unpredictable as the water itself.
And how does it work here? Because obviously when we come in early in the morning, the power is off. Is it every day of the year that they turn the power on specific times? Or?
Yes, so for this event we've been running it almost throughout the day, but normally we have set slots just there, charge it down. It involves a lot of electricity to actually pump the water from the lake at the start up to the top. So it's restricted for that reason.
And clearly at night it's turned off.
Yeah, so I think there was a phase where we had to check the pumps every night and lock them up to make sure no one broke in to sleep in them, because that would be a bad start to the morning for any homeless guy that happened to be there. Yeah, we have 5 pumps at the top of this course, all bringing out plenty of water down, so eventually we have 14 cubics even of water coming down per second.
And this obviously is the greatest day, was the Olympic finals. Are there any gate formations that resemble, or is it completely different?
I think, well, the course itself has been changed almost completely since then. There's been a lot of configuration moving. As for gates in the course, I think 11 might have been still in the Olympics, but otherwise no, everything else is completely new setup.
And with these blocks, how often do the coaching teams ask for the blocks to be changed around?
So I think the last time they changed them was, I think it might have been December last year, where we had them set and they had to stay that way for the World Championships so that everyone can have a fair and equal chance on the water.
I see.
And then for every other year when it's just domestic races, we normally have a cut-off date of when the last changes can be made. Again, just to make sure it's nice and fair for everyone when it comes to selection.
Now this will be the same formation that you have for your internal championship?
Yes.
Well, the photographer's waiting patiently.
Let's just see some footage of the C2 boys up at the top, celebrating with their friends and family.
There's Balint, the ICF official photographer. He's in the last 3 weeks he's been in Hungary for the Marathon World Championships, in Milan for the Sprint World Championships, and then we've had him in all the events throughout the year. Great stuff, and you can go to his
He's been a busy man, travelling all over to bring us great pictures.
Canoe photography, check it out, some amazing pictures.
And the guy clearly has some great talent.
Was, by the way, he's an under-18 world champion in K2 1,000 metres.
Nice, good bit of trivia to know.
Well, come up, we're waiting for the K1 women. Well, it looks like we have the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the
Medal
women's
ceremonies
K1
for the K1 women team event. Looks like we see some Brits there.
Yeah, so we got that.
And the French.
So the Czechs have taken the gold, the Brits have taken silver, and the French have taken bronze.
Second time of the day that Katarina Kudryova touches the top of the podium. That's a
We'll get
very
to
rare
hear
occurrence.
the Czech national anthem once again.
ICF treasurer, accompanied by the team leader of the Czech Republic. The winners of the bronze medal, France,
And it's France who take the bronze.
represented by Carol Brizidi,
The ICF treasurer, and it's Carol Bazidi, Maria Zillier-Lafont, and Emily Fair.
Yeah, they did very well to rescue at the end of the course. I thought we were going to see some broken boats and some happy smiles, but they managed to bring it back. They showed the importance of refocus and never giving up, and they got it down and they got the bronze medal.
We need to give a big round of applause to Emily Fair. It might well be her last World Championships. She's saying that she's certainly going to, if possible, try to qualify for the Olympics, and after that she might move on.
Well, she may not have had the results she wanted for her last World Championships, but I'm sure she'll look back at it as a positive experience. There you go, they got their flowers, they got their box of chocolates on the side.
the winners of the silver medal, Great Britain.
Great Britain now, big cheer.
Crowd's going wild.
Jenny Penny, Kimberly Woods, and Lizzie Neve.
Kimberly Woods and Elizabeth Mead.
Yeah, all three of them are incredible today to get all three British boats in the final. I'm not sure I've seen this done ever before. Maybe a couple of years in the past, but
Well, last year we had the three French boys in the final, didn't we?
yes, I mean, sorry, out of the British boats. There they go, silver medal. They could be very happy with that. See Kim there standing in the middle, and there's a crowd cheering as hard as they can. Wave that flag.
Then the gold medal winners are the Czech Republic.
The winners of the gold
Who, if you
medal
look in the order from left to right, it is Veronika Vachova, Katarina Kudryova, and Stepanka Hilgertova. And they're happy.
That's a celebration.
Katarina Kudryova, Veronika Vojtova, and
I wonder how many, I asked Stepanka the other day how many medals she had no idea.
Yeah,
It's a good sign.
As successful as Stavanka, you're going to lose count. Incredible athlete. And yet another medal to her growing collection.
National anthem's going to come in a minute for the Czech Republic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic take the gold in the Women Team Championship. Again, it'll be a bit easier to have the winners photographed together.
That's easy to coordinate. I've got it sorted. How long can I hold a pose for?
Grace, we've enjoyed having you. It's been great. Thank you for stepping in. Excellent commentary on the C2 and throughout the afternoon. It's been a lot of fun here coming to you direct from the Lee Valley for the ICF Sprint Slalom World Championships. It's been an awful long day. Jim Moyler's in the morning, a little bit earlier. Reese, I'm Matthew Layton. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
On the podium, just away to my left-hand side, we have awarded 24 World Championship medals. And we're going to do the same again tomorrow. We hope you can join us. Before you go, I'd like you to help me in thanking everyone at the ICF, British Canoeing, all the incredible volunteers and the staff here at the Lee Valley Whitewater Centre. Tickets are available tomorrow. Go and buy them on your way out. Have a safe journey home, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You